Welcome back. We're ready to do round 2 of our charted Taos square. Now let's look at round 2 very carefully. There is 2 chains. You see a dot like a slip knot, and then there's this symbol. Well, what does that mean? Let's look at the key. Well, that is a 3 double crochet cluster. They don't show one that's just 2, but that's what it is. It's a beginning 3 double crochet cluster because this chain 2 counts as the first part of the double crochet. Look at the overall pattern, and there are 2 clusters in each chain 2 space, and they're all separated by each single chain, a chain 1. So what we're going to do is do 2 clusters, but also look, each of the 2 clusters is separated by chain. So it's cluster, chain 1, cluster in the chain 2 space, chain 1, cluster, chain 1, cluster in the chain 2 space, chain 1, cluster, chain 1, cluster in the chain 2 space. We're going to do that all the way around. So the beginning cluster is chain 2, yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the chain space, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, insert the hook in that same chain 2 space, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and draw through all 3 chains on the hook. That is your beginning 3 double crochet cluster. And then we're going to chain 1. I'm going to get some more yarn here. And we're going to make another cluster in that same space. Yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, draw through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert the hook in the same space, draw up a loop. You have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, and draw through 2, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2. You have 4 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over and draw through all 4 loops on the hook. That is a 3 double crochet cluster. We're going to chain 1. We're going to do 2 in the next space, 2 cluster stitches separated by a chain. Okay, show you again. Yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, draw through 2. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, and draw through all 4 loops, and then we're going to chain 1. And that only 1 cluster in that space, so I'm going to scoot it over a little bit to make it fit. Yarn over. Got to get some more yarn again. I'm going to make my second cluster in this space. Yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, draw through 2, yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, and draw through all 4 loops, chain 1. Okay, we're going to do that in each space around, and I'll see you when we get to the other end. Alright, I've worked all the way around the motif. And you want to make sure you have 2 clusters in every space. You actually need to have that. You should have 8 holes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And each of those holes should be 2 clusters. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, which will be 16 cluster stitches. and they need to be all separated by a chain 1. And at the end, if we look at the chart again, there is a slip stitch. That slip stitch is between this chain 2 and this first cluster. So we're going to slip stitch into the top of the cluster like this. You see that big V on top? I'm going to insert my hook right there, drop a loop, draw the first loop through the second. Now for row 3, I'm going to get to that in the next video.